Welcome to Smart Stock Watch. Today, we're diving into the latest financial results of Micron Technology, a leader in innovative memory and storage solutions. Stay tuned as we summarize the report, discuss the highlights of the results, and what it all means for investors like you. Curious to know more details on key takeaways and insights? Watch this video to find out. Executive Summary.
Micron Technology reported its financial results for the fourth quarter and full year of fiscal 2024, achieving record data center and NAND revenue. The company saw a significant year-over-year revenue growth of 93% in Q4, driven by robust AI demand and strong data center DRAM product sales. For the full fiscal year, Micron reported a revenue of $25.11 billion, a substantial increase from the previous year's $15.54 billion. The company also provided strong guidance for fiscal 2025, forecasting record revenue and improved profitability.
Financial performance. What was the total revenue for the current quarter, and how does it compare with the previous quarter and the same period last year?
The total revenue for the current quarter, fiscal Q4 2024, was $7.75 billion, compared to $6.81 billion in the previous quarter and $4.1 billion in the same period last year.
What were the GAAP and non-GAAP earnings per share (EPS), and how do they compare with the previous quarter and the same period last year?
For fiscal Q4 2024, the GAAP EPS was $0.79, compared to 30 cents in the previous quarter and a loss of $1.31 in the same period last year. The non-GAAP EPS was $0.18, compared to 62 cents in the previous quarter and a loss of $1.07 in the same period last year.
Segment performance. How did the major business segments perform in terms of revenue and growth compared to the previous periods?
The data center segment achieved record revenue, driven by strong demand for data center DRAM products and high bandwidth memory. The NAND segment also saw record revenue, led by data center SSD sales exceeding $1 billion in quarterly revenue for the first time.
Operational efficiency. What were the GAAP and non-GAAP gross margins for the current quarter, and how do they compare with previous periods?
For fiscal Q4 2024, the GAAP gross margin was 35.3% compared to 26.9% in the previous quarter and minus 10.8% in the same period last year. The non-GAAP gross margin was 36.5% compared to 28.1% in the previous quarter and 99.1% the same period last year.
What were the GAAP and non-GAAP operating expenses for the current quarter, and how do they compare with previous periods?
For fiscal Q4 2024, the GAAP operating expenses were $1.215 billion compared to $1.113 billion in the previous quarter and $1.037 billion in the same period last year. The non-GAAP operating expenses were $1.081 billion compared to $976 million in the previous quarter and $842 million in the same period last year.
Cash flow and financial health. What are the key points of the balance sheets?
Key points of the balance sheet include total assets of $69.416 billion, total liabilities of $24.285 billion, and total equity of $45.131 billion as of August 29, 2024.
What are the key points of the cash flow statements?
Key points of the cash flow statements include net cash provided by operating activities of $8.507 billion, net cash used for investing activities of $8.309 billion, and net cash used for financing activities of $1.842 billion for the year ended August 29, 2024.
What were the key points regarding cash flow from operating, investing, and financing activities?
Key points include net cash provided by operating activities of $8.507 billion, net cash used for investing activities of $8.309 billion, and net cash used for financing activities of $1.842 billion for the year ended August 29, 2024.
Were there any changes in cash dividends or stock splits announced in the current quarter?
Micron's board of directors declared a quarterly dividend of $115 per share, payable in cash on October 23, 2024, to shareholders of record as of the close of business on October 7, 2024.
Strategic initiatives and partnerships. What were the major strategic initiatives, product launches, and partnerships announced in the current quarter?
The article highlights Micron's strong ramp of data center DRAM products and industry-leading high-bandwidth memory, as well as record NAND revenue driven by data center SSD sales.
Future outlook. What is the company's revenue and gross margin guidance for the next quarter or fiscal year?
For the first quarter of fiscal 2025, Micron's revenue guidance is $8.70 billion minus $200 million, and the gross margin guidance is 38.5%, 1.0% on a GAAP basis, and 39.5% on a non-GAAP basis.
What are the expected operating expenses and other relevant financial projections for the next period?
For the first quarter of fiscal 2025, the expected operating expenses are $1.211 billion, plus $15 million on a GAAP basis, and $1.085 billion twice minus $15 million on a non-GAAP basis.
Overall performance and investment prospects. Based on the financial results and strategic updates, what is the assessment of the company's overall performance?
Micron Technology has demonstrated a strong overall performance with significant revenue growth, improved profitability, and robust demand for its data center and NAND products. The company is well positioned for continued success in fiscal 2025 with strong guidance and strategic initiatives in place.
That's all for today's analysis of Micron Technology's impressive performance and growth prospects. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Smart Stock Watch for more in-depth financial insights. Let us know in the comments if you think Micron is a good buy right now. Boost your trading game with Interactive Brokers, a leading platform known for its advanced tools and low commissions. I've personally benefited from their fast execution and comprehensive market access. Click the referral link in the video description below to sign up and support this channel. Start trading smarter today with IBKR. Thanks for watching and happy investing.